On. Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents Flotsam and Jetsam Season 3 Episode 7. I'm the host, Adam's the DM. We don't have the other two players here yet. They'll be arriving at some point in the evening, but we figured we'll just start the stream in the game while we wait, instead of just sitting here waiting. How are things going on your side? How's the new puppers?
Oh, the new puppers is pupper-like. There's been the power struggle between the Bernedoodle and the German Shepherd. I was hoping that it would be like at 5 months. No, we're now having the we're gonna stare at each other and we're gonna bark and make snarly faces till we figure out who's the boss. And they go for like 30 seconds, and then the 60-pound dog is like finally successful in getting the puppy to back down for about 10 seconds before coming back and being like, I can do it this time.
So it's not going to be long until the
oh
the
no
Shepherd is,
oh no it's so we did that, and then the sick dog got a groom today, so she's looking mighty spiffy with a bunch of the shag cut off, so she's looking very poodle ladylike. Yeah, so our house is it's a very chaotic place, I'll say.
Yeah, you got dogs of all ages.
I've got dogs of all ages and all health standards within the place. Last night, I knew I had to wake up early to take the dog off for the grooming, because she's sick. She has to go to a special place to get groomed. Where I was sleeping, and I lost part of the sheet. Like I got like the duvet cover detached from like the duvet inside, so I ended up just having like a sheet over me. And because the weather's really nice here, we have the heater kind of turned off because, save them nickels and dimes. So I was having this nightmare that my wife was trying to clean up a dog shit stain with a hose, and the oversplash was getting on me because I was cold. And it's like, why are you cold? Because the shitty dog water is getting on you. That's the only possible explanation. Yeah, that's where my brain went immediately.
Yeah. My last dream was a D&D dream. It was a nap. I was having a nap just right before game, and for some reason it was of D&D miniatures, and we were being attacked by undead, and I was trying to figure out where to stick the cleric that could channel against undead, like behind the line of troops, so it wasn't directly in like the charge lane for the undead. Like I was doing fucking D&D
strategy
tactics on in my dream. It was fucking weird. Then I woke up and went, oh, it's D&D time. Let's do some of that, shall we? You were the DM. I don't remember what party it was. Like it was just a mishmash of things from the past. But
so we had a short conversation where we brought up like the old Black Dog campaign.
Yep.
And you did that. So I think you're reliving the rooftop battle, would be my guess. It would be like a merging of the roof.
Yeah, but it was like the cleric that I was playing with was Icon. It wasn't like...
Oh, it was a different cleric. Okay,
but it was like they were all familiar in the line, but I didn't really, and there were a bunch of followers, and it was like this one of our big complex battles where there was a bunch of shit going on, and
Adam really likes those big complex battles.
Yep.
Until you do XP at the end, you're like, oh no, I made a mistake.
Give us the XP. Speaking of which, have we gotten XP in the last few goes? We haven't gotten XP since.
You've got your XP is pretty. It's about like 2 sessions behind, I think.
Grimsby Surprise Session 3, Flying Turtle, Sashimi, and the Epic of Kundar don't have XP. You are 4 games behind.
That's a little more than I expected. Yes.
Hey Fox, how's it going?
Oh yeah, so yeah, you're correct, because I did not do XP after the Epic of Sundar.
Let's do a recap of what happened last game. The Epic of Sundar. The ink curse causes Banta to have vivid dreams that revisit his past and recount how he became a sailor and a pirate on the high seas. A strange entity is behind the narration of his dream vision, and Banta awakens with a mighty boon. the first introduction of Mythic into the campaign, as he has a Mythic point to spend as a Surge roll, I think.
Yep.
He's still ink cursed, and I think this little group was going to try to see if we could track the ink things back to their lair, as Sebastian has let Molgromere know that the ink magic is very valuable.
Yes. Okay. I believe we have a Banta is looking rather pale.
Yep.
And his clothes are looking a little dark this morning.
Yeah, I did create a token. I brought it into one of my favorite online free tools, and I just made him like all black and white. Give me a second. Banta. I think I put it on Banta sheet. Yep, there we go. Let me save that to this computer. BW. There you go.
Cool. All right. Banta. Although if he chooses to change, it's all right.
Type like a read.
Banta in this form is no longer suffering from fatigue, and is everything that he drinks turns everything that is alcohol that touches his lips turns to ink. It does not taste good, but it can be consumed, as in it still triggers his key powers, etc. It is just not enjoyable.
Hey, he looks all right to me, says Gotano, because I think Gotano's colorblind.
Gotano is colorblind.
The more you know. I wouldn't touch him or drink any of that ink. Oh, I bought something special.
Oh!
I wouldn't. I wouldn't touch him. No, yeah, he might still be cursed. I wouldn't drink any of that ink either.
What do you mean?
It appears that you have lost the color. This indeed is fell magic, says Jin. Let's track down the sorcery and put an end to it.
It's not me who lost color, you lost color.
Oh, is Banta also?
Nah, everything looks the same.
Banta's been knocked back into the 1930s or 1950s or pre-Wizard of Oz. Sebastian, I believe, has craft alchemy.
Yeah, Sebastian's like that weird alchemist build that allows you to double your ints on things. Yeah, he's got craft alchemy. He pees mutagens, so you need a roll.
I could use a roll.
I think we already took a sample of Banta.
You do have a crystallized sample of Banta paint.
Okay. 48.
48. You think that you could?
Oh, I can boost this. Diva has a high enough roll that she can't not.
She can't not aid.
Well, yeah, she can't.
She can't hinder.
Yeah. 51 with
51. You think that if you could get Banta to agree, you could start converting alcohols into magical inks, or if he's around, what he is drooling and dripping on the ground. So whatever he spits when he talks or whatever, it's a horribly messy endeavor. Is proper ink,
like proper spellcasting ink,
like proper spellcasting ink.
He's gonna avoid Banta and go over and start whispering into Molgromere's ear. Actually, he doesn't even have to whisper. He's gonna use his like little mind link and is gonna start just telling Molgromere about how valuable Banta is now.
Okay, and it will be the formula is based off of the value of the alcohol that has been basically drunk or backwashed.
Oh, that's insane. He's gonna have downtime jobs where he just fucking backwashes liquid. The Banta spit tax, exactly. No, you have to sit there, and for the next day,
You just go. Let me dip my brush into your. Yep.
okay. There are two. Well, there's a bunch of alchemists in the party, so this is actually very valuable to us. Assuming that there's nothing bad, I think it'll require further study before we full on turn it into a factory of spit ink. What's the weather like today?
The weather. Yeah. Give me a. We've gone through our days of storm. If you could roll the 2d6, or I can roll it behind the screen if you'd like.
No, I got it.
All right.
7.
7. It is a sunshiny morning with like beautiful clouds and lots of stillness. The winds have died down. It is going to be a lovely day.
Okay, Molgromere is going to go towards where we could see I think we were on that arm coming out from Portton. He's going to have a look out to see if he could see his ship or the ships.
I'm going to roll. Okay. You see 2 ships. You see they're in 2 different locations, but you do see 2 ships out at sea.
Okay.
They're both not in the bay currently.
Yep. We don't see a Ganzorig flying around or anything like that.
In the morning, would Ganzorig go for a? It's early in the morning. We'll do it here. We'll do a d20. 1d20. I'm gonna roll a d20 for the boats. You roll a d20 for. We're doing an initiative between yourself on the
6.
4. Okay, Ganzorig is the ass crack of dawn. The people who are sleeping in the rain were like, the storm stopped. Yeah. they are on top of things. So you're up first, basically.
All right. So he kind of knows where the ships are. Do they have their sails up or not? Or are they too far out for me to see? Like they're not moving. They're
not moving. It looks like they've weighed anchored.
Okay. That makes Molgromere feel better that he assumes one of them is the Happy Barnacle. He mutters to the appears that the ship survived the storm.
I knew they would. Of course they would. Gotano wouldn't let the ship sink.
All right, so Molgromere is going to, I don't know who's our survival guy in this group.
You kind of just slept under a tree in a storm like savages.
Jin's got plus 11. Banta. He's got a plus 8. All right, I think Jin takes the lead. Well, let me check Black Dog. You might have something like a plus 8 or so. Plus 9. All right. Jin is going to lead the tracking. Let's do some aids first. Banta gets a plus 3. Black Dog gets a plus 3. Molgromere will attempt to help. He gives a plus 2. Okay, we get a 37 on the tracking.
Okay. Jin is leading?
Jin is leading, and everyone but the casters is helping.
Does Jin have scent?
I want to say yes, but I need to double check.
He has an anthropomorphic head, so I don't know.
Nope.
Okay. There are these curious little like splotches of discoloration in the plants, like these wispy little black, red, and yellow trails. They are either suspiciously clear or the mode of travel is strange. Like this little imp kind of monkey man was like touching trees as he went, or like was inserting himself in trees as he goes. You don't know if the paintings have to like attached to something, or if it's just clearly marking something out. Like it's just it's relatively easy to follow.
Oh, even the kitsune and the goldfish don't have scent. Interesting.
I'm not surprised the fish doesn't have scent.
Detecting blood in
Shark-
the water and stuff like that.
Sharks do,
Yeah,
but goldfish are,
they're pretty dumb.
there's not a lot going on there. He's very pretty. He's a pretty fish. All right. The tracks are leading, you think, towards Portton.
Oh. Okay, well, we'll start stealthing, I think, as we're getting closer to Portton. I think we're wanted there with all the violence that we that we perpetrated, and suspiciously there is a ship missing.
Yeah, there's two ships. There's not three. There's only two.
There's only two. Yeah, so I think we're stealthing on our way towards.
So, Molgromere is pretty certain that neither of the two ships is the Hateful Scorn. That ship had a pretty distinctive
Profile?
visage to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. He's partly like good job, but also like yeah, we're
You probably could have waited for us to get on this fucking ship first.
Yeah. So are we able to prepare our spells and like
Yep.
do daily prep in the morning? Cool. I'm
Yep.
just gonna...
Nothing is harassing you first thing in the morning. If actually everybody could do a Constitution check. The DC is low.
Constitution.
Sebastian is immune to this.
Okay. Nat 1 from Black Dog. However, that gives us a 4.
Do you have any surges?
Give me a second.
It is a check. You don't auto fail on a natural one. Do you have endurance as a feat?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, it's the armor. The armor. You don't have it yet for the armor.
Well, no, his armor is yeah, I don't have it yet for armor. So
okay.
He gets endurance at 9th. Now, with 4 games of not having XP. No, I'm kidding.
No. I will be bullied only so far.
We haven't trained, so there's
we might consider this the training for endurance. Okay.
Yeah,
all right. So it appears. Yeah, Black Dog is fatigued this day. Like he didn't sleep well.
Molgromere also got a nat 1. Gotano got a 2, and Banta got an 11.
Okay, so Banta is fine. Jin is fine. Sebastian is fine. I think Molgromere. I couldn't imagine unless Molgromere uses charisma for his con for some reason.
His con is 16.
So that would be a plus. That'd be 4. So the DC is 5. Oh, okay, so the sleeping in the storm, like sleeping outside in the storm without a lot of like prep or dedicated time to, you didn't sleep well effectively. You're fatigued this day until you get.
So we've got a fatigue and a fatigue. And Gotano's probably fatigued. I don't think his.
Gotano might have a con.
He rolled a 2. Plus 2 is 4.
All right, Gotano is fatigued. All right, so you're cold and tired and wet and potentially a bit cranky.
Okay, if Jin used a lesser restoration, can that unfatigue someone?
Yes, it can.
All right, who do we unfatigue?
I can't go on. Help me, Jinshe.
Does that mean he can't re-prepare his spells? His Oracle, he should be able to, but his
Oracle, but his Sorcerer, he can't. No, he needs to actually rest. And recasting less restoration isn't going to be the same as rest. He still won't be able to.
Yeah, all right.
Help me, Jinshe. I can't. I'm dying. I can see the light.
All right, He'll restore Black Dog. We can have a cranky captain.
You're in the front. You shut up. It's only the sun.
Yep. What's the cost of restoration?
100 gold pieces, I believe, for the I don't have negative levels version.
Yeah, does that also do...
It does everything the lesser one does.
Okay.
And more. But first, let's just see if Gotano has lesser restoration on his oracle list. Because he's an oracle. He's not that kind of oracle.
Yeah, we'll spend 100 gold pieces to make sure Molgromere is not.
I see how it is. You'll have to carry me, Captain. I can't make it. I'm so tired. so tired.
You're a whiny baby.
As long as I get carried, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he can turn into a fox and get carried. Banta, lucky fox, and he...
Lucky Kutsun.
Yeah, he doesn't see the curse, and Banta likes the... Yeah, so... Jin just makes a mental note that he's now curious to see if the curse is contagious.
It does seem like Banta is leaving like little like black fingerprints on things, but so far Gotano appears to be orange and white.
That's all right. You come with us, lucky fox.
All right. The party starts making their way. At this point, you see a griffin beginning to take to the skies.
Okay, we'll pause. We're still in the jungle, right? We'll pause. We'll hide in the jungle, but we'll send somebody out to go like get Ganzorig.
Okay.
Let me see. So Jin prepared 2 fly spells. Do we want to use one?
All right. How far offshore would you consider safe? And this is as per Ganzorig, or I guess I'd be the Grimsby, but for Grimsby and Ganzorig, I think are running the ships. My initial thought would be 2 miles is a good distance. Like that's outside any sort of ranged weapon. You can still see things. There's a teleporter you're worried about, but you can't really distinguish things too closely at that distance.
Yeah, like if the boats are smudges, then we're guessing that they can't be targeted.
Right. For like you need to be able to know where you're landing. Right.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Like so enough distance with the current weather that the boats are smudges.
Okay, so we're going to say a couple of miles, and I might do some research to refine that.
Yeah. So
later,
on a super clear, bright day, you can see 24 miles.
So that's based off of your height.
Correct.
So that's curvature of the Earth. That is curvature of the Earth math, and that's distance to the horizon line where things fall off.
Yeah.
So that is and 24 miles is a person. So that's a 6. I have a background in aerospace engineering.
Okay.
You did this. So that's a 6 foot tall person seeing a 6 foot tall object. So that's the point where the 6 foot tall object is too low.
We're keeping the arm of the jungle between us and the town. We don't want line of sight with the town. So smudge on the distance a few miles away.
Smudge on the distance. We're going to say 2 or 3 miles. We'll say 2 to 3 miles right now, away from the jungle side.
Okay, and Ganzorig would be flying it after it was clear that the boat was safe enough. He'll leave the looting to go try to find the captain, and he's gonna every once in a while bob up so he can see the town just to make sure that there's no activity coming towards us, like somehow another boat or second armies or something like that. But then,
they got a couple of little fishing boats and stuff.
Yep.
Like when you bow up, you do see that they're like weatherproofing their town, right? They're getting ready to do business again.
And then can we see the brothel palace?
It's up the hill,
Yep.
but you can see it like from your vantage there. There's some waterfalls that if your party, so if the people who know where it is were on the boat, they would suspect where they know where the waterfalls are. to see the actual building itself, it's hard to distinguish.
He'll try to use the terrain to keep the palace out of view from where he's flying in. Like he's trying to be stealthy.
Okay.
From the village and from the palace. It does mean that people in Molgromere's position might be able to see him. But...
Okay. Ganzorig, your perception check is insane.
Yeah. Just base without spells running. It is, well, not insane. Plus 24.
There is a
on water it would be plus 4.
Okay, please give me a roll. I will roll back.
Plus 28. And this is a plus 2 against undead. There's a bunch of things. 44.
40. Yeah, that's. Okay, so I will roll just because it might have mattered. They have a natural 20. They get a 38. Okay, so you see them before they see you. There is a winged female form coming in your general direction. She seems to be heading out to sea. She is waving a white dress.
Oh, she wants to parlay. Interesting. So this is like one of the Rinye devil lady things that we fought before.
Yep. Give me a second. Where I lost my token. Yes, there's a. Here. Basically, one of these is flying out to sea.
Can I get a Ganzorig token? Ganzorig get a
certainly can.
Grimlier?
Ganzorig, yes. I will get you. Give me a second. Going to the. Oh, that's the wrong map.
This is the woman that caused the fucking slavers to attack us.
Yeah. It's very embarrassing. You're stealing their ship. Killing their crew. Turning them into zombies. Alright, there's Ganzorig. I found Ganzorig. Took me a second. Copy and going to the
Ganzorig's all by himself.
I'm assuming you're not invisible.
No, I was thinking about it, but
Oh, you've seen her. She hasn't seen you.
okay.
You can see she's heading towards the smudges that are.
And she's waving a white dress on a stick.
She's got a white dress on a stick.
Okay, I think at this point we are starting to cast invisibility. Like we'll cast it on Grimlier first because
the dress doesn't match her fashion sense. Doesn't look like it's hers.
Oh, she stole some lady's dress. Can't stand for that, eh? So we'll cast invisibility on Grimlier and then on myself.
Okay. Do you have knowledge planes?
Ganzorig does have monster lore and planes, yeah.
Okay. Could you give me a roll for the knowledge planes?
14.
14. That's probably a demon or a devil or something like that. One of the eggheads, one of the fish heads told you something like that before.
Enough to know Bane, evil outsider.
Bane, evil outsider will do the job.
Okay. We stay in low. We turn Grimlier invisible, so now it's just Ganzorig, and she's still flying out.
Yep, she's flying out towards the boats.
I think this takes precedence over finding Captain. We're gonna, if I get another round, I'll cast invisibility on myself, and we're gonna follow her.
Okay. She's flying past you. At this point, you're like two ships in the night.
Yep. But we
you're
turn we turn
turning to
around.
follow?
Yeah, we're gonna follow.
Okay. She is heading towards the vessels. Now, how far apart do you have your ships? Now that originally you had them separated for a bit. I don't know if you still have them separate.
No. During the morning, we are looting, so the ships would be probably like moving to dock next to each other if the weather allows it, because we are stripping that that racing vessel bare.
All right. What you've discovered so far is they have 10 magical cannons. The ship's wheel has some sort of enchantment upon it. The sails have an enchantment upon them, and then there's an armor plating that is like a magical enchantment upon the hull, where the ship can actually cast a shield spell.
What the fuck? Okay, we abandon our ship for their ship and live crammed inside this racing boat.
It is a better ship than your ship, but it is small.
Do you have this written down somewhere, or do you want me to type it out?
Here we can. It's in my list. Give me 1 second. I will put it in the treasure list under the boat. Yeah, I haven't the cargo and the magical gear aboard the ship. I haven't done yet.
Okay. Okay. So we may have absconded with something that is more valuable than we initially thought. That crew is rough, though. That crew is fucking elite as hell.
That crew wasn't putting up with your bullshit.
Nope.
A shielded hull enchantments.
So the ship itself could have a shield spell cast into it.
It basically grants a +4 shield a bonus to its AC, and then the captain can take a reaction to block with use the shield to block.
Is that centered on the figurehead? You've mentioned figureheads a couple of times. Is that a type of magic that, wrong character asking, but just for future?
Through the figurehead, so yeah. you've seen bits of this before. There's different forms of magic through the figurehead, and yes, on this vessel, it's through the figurehead, and as well as this big bolstering plate in the front.
I'll have a question for later, and this is probably one of the eggheads that need to ask this: is can we make the crazy treant ram a figurehead?
You need to get magical essence within it, so either you have to get it to become a golem, you have to put either golem magic in it, undeath magic into it, or a life magic into it. But yes, the ship needs a spirit to take spells. So you need some sort of, so you need an elemental, an undead. The Imperials use dead Imperials. You've got that urn full of the dead Imperials.
And that allows spells to be cast on the ship.
And that is how basically you're tying the ship to a spirit. So the ship has to be tied to you need a...
And then the spirit becomes the focus of the spell.
The spirit becomes the focus of the spell.
So we could turn a ship invisible with an invisible spell once we have the fucking totem in place?
If you have the correct totem and it's powerful enough to accept.
There's a whole thing that we haven't been spending money on. Okay. Okay.
Now, they're very difficult to craft, and usually you would loot them or supplant them, but you have to figure out the magic to do them. You've also interacted with a Sodak, and explicitly has interacted with an elemental version of one of these things.
So is Sebastian.
Sebastian a little bit, although Sebastian spent more time playing word puzzles, where Sodak was actually tinkering with the spirit itself.
Yeah, right. But Sebastian is identified that.
Sebastian is the one who figured out all the pieces. He knows how the pieces work. Sebastian is identified a fire elemental being, or not fire elemental, but an element of fire being at the core. They thought it was a fire elemental. It's not really a fire elemental.
We just have to reincarnate the body of the treant into a horrible,
shipment.
Yeah. Okay, good to know. And it's craft wondrous item or craft construct?
It depends how you're doing it.
Okay.
So this is you have to have it'd be magic appropriate to the type of focus. So you've seen focuses that would be done through necromancy, which would end up being craft wondrous item. Focuses being done through construct, like some of the more mechanical ships that you've seen, would be craft golem or craft construct.
Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah, Ganzorig's keeping at an arrow's distance away from the lady. All right, who are we concentrating on? The boats or the captain?
We can concentrate on the. We can try. Well, since Ganzorig is going back,
yep.
I think we can do either. It's up to you. Ahmed said he'd be here at 10:30, so we could probably do the boats. Ahmed should arrive. Then we do the captain.
All right. So yeah, let's follow the devil lady
with the white dress.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to copy this. We're going to go to the Happy Barnacle. We've got the party currently pulled the two boats together. We're going to go enforce players to the current map. Background. You got your two boats pulled side by each as you are currently assessing what you have. Shortstone is currently making a report to Siren.
Yeah, it'd be Siren and Grimsby, I guess.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here, Siren. You know, you could basically start a whole. You could do quite a bit. I don't even know what the fuck the plants are down there, but one of them tried to bite me.
All right, we're gonna send probably a crew to investigate the dangerous things. This sounds like a wizard crew. I don't know, Lee, Sunwoo. Is there anyone in this group? Grimsby actually knows how to.
I know how to do stuff.
Do traps? Yeah.
I know how not to get exploded, although I'm not great at knowing how not to die and be left behind.
We have a number of prisoners. We've got 1 spellblade, 4 guards, and a fish lady.
Yep. Where are your... Ooh. They are not... Did they get shuffled off into the darkness? They might have. Give me a second. 1 spellblade. I've got so many tokens. All right. In a momento. Oh, so it was one spellblade,
4 guards, and then some fish lady.
All right. I'm going to go to the other map and just grab some of those.
All right, and I think I have a fish lady token.
Perfect.
Fish lady.
All right, and we go to the Happy Barnacle. Where are we sticking them? Here. And
we're sticking them in the bowels of the ship. We're going to send Daedalus down there to keep them tied up and guarded. And Karen, probably out of concern for the fish lady that he rescued, is guarding Daedalus, or like keeping Daedalus from doing bad things.
Back! She's innocent and weird looking. They've tormented her. They did something to her ears.
Before Ganzorig left that morning, he's like, "Oh, you should probably decide what to do with the fish lady before Molgromere comes back. She might be one of the sorcerers. If we don't want to sell her."
You can't sell people.
Well, that's what our contract was, to get...
Though our contract was to rescue people.
No, I think we gotta bring them back for other people to decide what to do with them. Anyways.
You must be confused.
If you want to wait until Molgromere comes back and he can make the decision...
He's not a very good decision maker.
gives him a wink, and then he takes off. He had this conversation as private as possible on the boat.
Daedal is hiding in the corner.
Yeah, we're gonna send, I don't know, a group of them over to go explore the boat.
Last one to get exploded is a rotten egg.
I believe it is most advantageous not to get exploded,
said Sodak.
You just don't know how to live, Sodak. You seem grumpy. We've had a fantastic evening. Look at us. We done dicked over not one ship, but two.
So Sodak bobs his head at that, but he seems to be preoccupied.
Good job, Gozu.
Preoccupied with the fact that he may not be receiving spells. Oh, yeah. I'll be able to tell if they're magical traps, but regular traps, that's not my forte.
Birds put up a few spells before we go over there.
As long as you don't have to smell them, I can find them. And then Grimsby snorts out of his missing nose holes. Just like a hucks some ick out of his face.
Yep. Let's go deal with the plant. Mage armor, Cognagin, mage armor.
It tried to bite me. It's a little prick.
Who's saying that?
That's Shortstone
Okay.
from the other ship.
Yeah, we'll board the ship and have a look.
Okay. There's a like in the we'll just quickly go to the Rosa de Senhora. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Here, map. We'll go to the Carnage. Tool. No, I don't want that view. That view's terrible. First player's to current map. In this map room, Shortstone is actually pointing at a small Venus flytrap that is about the size of your fist. That is like, it does have like a little, you can see it making some little sucking sounds. It's basically the like the plant from the Little Shop of Horrors. There's a wide array of things within this space. Here, I will grab the group of investigators. At some point, I should clear out some of the people from the Happy Barnacle map because there's a lot of people to load. Okay. Gozu's no longer here. Karen is not here. The people who are lost to the seas aren't here. They done got et. Or turned into things. Just going to pull off. Away. Then do that for now. You do have members of your crew aboard, but as you're investigating this space, there's a plethora of magical plants and things within this room. Someone, do you have knowledge of nature or
He does.
craft? Okay, knowledge of nature roll, please.
He also has craft alchemy, if that's what you were going to ask.
That would be the other one. Yep.
All right, we'll roll that one. It's much higher. 40.
There is an archdruid's like little like collection of exotic herbs, plants, poultices. You could craft poisons or potions, or there's at least 10,000 gold pieces worth of plants in here if you were to just sell them. But the Sunwoo knows that would be a waste to just sell them to some plant collector. They're all potted and growing. You could harvest this for like continual.
How are they getting light in here?
There it appears to be some sort of enchantment on the top of the room.
Can that be salvaged? Is it around that?
It's around that candelabra. Yep.
Oh, okay. You got to take that candelabra.
You think Jinshe would either view that as a blessed candelabra, as it's providing the light of the sun, or a cursed candelabra because it is faking that which is the sun. It is basically a UV light for ye olde hydroponics light.
It's reflecting and honoring the light of the sun. There's nothing creepy about it. Nothing creepy about it at all.
What is your base spellcraft check?
Plus 18.
Plus 18?
Oh, plus 20 with my cognition running.
It's more like the light itself is more complex than a simple like daylight spell.
Yep.
There are species in here that require different lighting conditions, and all of them seem to be nurtured by this light.
Okay, before we start moving things, he's going to sketch down the location of the plant relative to the orientation of the light so that we can replicate this on our boat.
Okay, just in case it's like directional and
yep.
Yeah, it's this light is providing basically underground and temperate climate and tropical climate and the middle of the desert type conditions in different directions.
He being an alchemist, we deal with plants and chemicals, so this is a huge,
it's just something that you can do.
Huge find. Awesome. And once we finish the sketch, it starts with the careful moving of things over. I think the order was to strip this thing clean, right?
that was one of the orders. Yep. Okay, so you're in the middle of gathering up plants when there is a shout from above decks that there's something coming. I'm going to go to the Happy Barnacle map. Ganzorig, I'm assuming you're not too close to the
one arrow length away, so 110 feet away.
How long do you wait before getting to within that distance?
As we're closing in towards the boat.
Okay, so
what, like, if it's starting to cast spells on the boat, it's starting to receive arrows.
So at a distance of, we'll say 600 feet, that's when you can kind of reasonably start making archer attacks.
Yep.
You close in. There's a strange, her shoulders make this sort of strange motion as you like move behind her. She turns around.
Ganzorig's flying. He does have his bow in his hand.
Yep. She's looking at you and waving the white dress.
He points down to the boat and notches an arrow.
Okay, you got within her true seeing, right? Okay,
right. Fuck, she can see us.
Okay, which boat do you point towards?
Ours.
Okay. All right. She's waving her white flag.
Yeah, I think Sunwoo and the others are going to come to the top of the.
Yeah, there's some yelling from up top.
Yep. I think they were cut and not copied.
Yes. Sorry, my wife is finding poop under her tree upstairs. I'm like, I swear there's poop up there. And she's like, no, there's no dog poop up there. I looked. I'm like, lady, there's no poop up there.
my nose is telling me.
Don't tell me I don't know the smell of dookie. I know the smell of dookie. There's dookie up there.
I got them. Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll put them back. Just taking a moment to text the haha told you so. And then she's now trimmed the branches so they're not on the floor anymore. Yes. All right. Permission to board, Captain. A stern-looking woman with greenish skin, elvish ears, and a stereotypically gothic clothing selection that isn't terribly concealing, is waving what looks to be a medium quality wedding gown on a stick. She does have a bow on her back, and she does have there's a bow and a bow and a sword, but she does not have them drawn, as well as a rope. She has black feathery wings, and a very I guess a very brimstony aura, like a smoky aura about her.
Oh, Grimsby, are we letting this?
Well, I mean, you flew a long way. I'm pretty certain. Do we want to flapping or not? Want to not flapping?
Sorry, she's in range.
Well, why don't you just? We hear you pretty good from here. Why don't you just flippity flappity bippity bappity there? Yeah.
Sodak's casting a line weapon on his musket.
Okay. I've come to parley in the name of my mistress.
Ganzorig zooms really close.
The rope on her belt has supernaturally kind of moves in your direction, but then curls back.
Oh, fucking rope. Grimsby, I assume, is going to go over to the actual boat to do this, to our boat.
Yep. Okay. I am. Yeah. Well, what's that got to do with us? You and your mistress having a parley. You appear to currently be in possession of our property, and we would most happily reward you for its return. It would be unfortunate if we were to effectively think ill of one another. I'm going to check this creature type's base statistics. Yeah. She speaks eloquently. Like she's able to. She's good for diplomacy.
Oh, what's your mistress's name?
1 second. Is that something that is truly of concern to you?
Well, normally when people send messengers, they announce themselves. You're kind of being rude if not telling us.
My mistress is Lady Junaria.
Anyone know Lady Junaria? Do we care?
Knowledge. I don't know if I can care. Give us Grimsby. Well, I guess they do pay me to care sometimes. Do I care? We like your boat. We like our boat. Is that what he says?
It's not your property anymore.
So yeah, no. Okay, yes. Oh my word. Sorry. 17. Did you do anything important?
How about a knowledge arcana? 40, not 20.
Okay, you know who she is. She is a powerful sorceress. You know that she is. So, you have ranks in knowledge nature, as we already established?
One rank, yep.
Okay. Please roll the knowledge nature. She's a powerful sorceress. There'll be more. What the more is will depend on your...
24.
Okay. She is a powerful sorceress. She is a 200-year-old human who is very beautiful and powerful. You know that she is linked with infernal magics. And you believe that something devil magic something, right? Some sort of pact or something was made to basically link her most specifically to devil magic as well as cold. So she's like linked to both frost and devilish magics.
Huh. We've heard of her. She's quite old. Much too old to be on the ship, you know, with all the moisture, and must be really damning towards her you know, joints and bones. She must be ready to retire anytime soon.
The lady is youthful in spirit. And wishes the dowry be returned.
What exactly was the dowry?
The Rosa de Senhora.
Oh. The dowry to whom? Who's getting married? I mean, somebody's getting married. Is it some sort of infernal thing?
Angelo de Alves.
You want to spell that for us?
A-N-G.
Angelo. It's the second part.
Here.
Ah. Do we have any clue who this dude is?
Yep. Yeah. He's like a prince. He's some imperial bigwig. I know that name. The Alves have a massive trading fleet.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about these waters. There's full of pirates out here.
Unfortunately, it appears that we have ran into some pirates and are hoping to get this settled in a way that is not overly disruptive to everyone's life.
Huh. Sun Wu being the one kind of in charge of, like, inventory, what's his estimation of the value of the things that we're pulling off the boat?
The boat itself is like 150K. Like the boat plus its armaments. That's before you're getting into like, oh, there's the herb garden of greatness inside.
Yeah, well, he's assuming anything that is portable is being removed, and then there's some things where even if it's not portable, they might be removed. Okay, well, I think we require a pirate dowry, because we're really attached to this boat, so it's like an anti-dowry of a boat. He looks at his scroll, pretends to tally some things. You can have the boat back? Huh? He's horrible at bluff. He gives fucking Lee a nudge. You can have the boat back for 150,000 gold pieces worth of gems, gold, and other treasures. That's the market price for a boat with this many enchantments.
That is somewhat more than was originally expected.
You expected us
not to know the value of the boat that we own? Oh. You don't know us at all, lady. In fact, this suggests that the prior owner of this boat was really rich. Maybe we should come looking for them. It would be really embarrassing if you got in trouble with an imperial prince.
It would be really embarrassing to get in trouble with an imperial prince.
Hey, Mark.
Speaking that we do not know you, I've introduced my patron. Might I introduce you to her?
Oh, yes. We are the heroic cohorts of the Dread Pirate Harrigan.
Grimsby was like, "Are you doing all right? Why the fuck you doing that?" You were kind of like, the Dread Pirate Harrigan. Of course.
Oh, we're also friends with all sorts of people.
It will take some time to collect your goods.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking at Grimsby like, oh,
I'm
you
looking at how 50 cash. All the morning's work I say is what the fuck 'em.
All right, and know that if you curse any of the gold or make them little bugs or anything like that, we're really vengeful. Not me specifically, but these assholes that I'm traveling with, holy shit. I'm pretty sure they're going to turn you into devil furniture. Like a hammock or something? A nice chair?
I do see that your ram is made of a treant.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, not the best thing I made something out of, but it does the trick. Those were evil treants anyways. Don't worry. We only like hunting really evil things.
Of course they were.
You're not evil, are you?
Of course I'm not.
Yeah, we're going to turn those chitin things into bullets. Because no one else is fighting the dolphins.
if you guys don't tell Sunwoo to shut up, he doesn't.
She's going to listen. You're going to listen for a long time.
Right.
She's going to stay here and let you.
Maybe you should be quiet now.
Okay.
Sometimes you gotta let someone fail so you can go, and that's why we don't let you do that.
I mean,
Basically, Mark, what's going on?
Do you need a massage? I could rub your shoulders
They,
for you.
they sent an Irinez out to negotiate.
Arrhenius?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a choice.
It is.
They got a plus 14 diplomacy. They're all right at this. They make deals.
Okay, so...
He's gonna go and crawl up beside Grimsby and just basically whisper to Grimsby.
So, maybe we give her the time that it would take us to bring the boat to the squibs to re-squib the boat? Because I'm thinking that this boat, once we strip all of its stuff on it, might be a good gift for Dread Pirate Harrigan, and then we divorce ourselves with any of the problems that having this Imperial Prince's dowry gift as a, yeah, it's Dread Pirate Harrigan's problem. We're good pirates, right?
Ain't above my pay grade, bud.
Do you mean good at
We're gonna need
piracy, or we have a good moral code?
We're gonna need we could give you 5 or 6 days to get the monies. 5 days, 6 days. We should be able to raise your funds in 2 if you'd like. No. No need to rush yourself. We want nice, portable, very easily tradable, untraceable wealth. Heavy on the untraceable. You understand? And, like gold blocks are better than gold coins. You see what I'm saying?
We should do the exchange in a place where there'd be crazy to do violence, like the Port of Senghor or something like that. Maybe the Squibs. No, the Port of Senghor has more guns. They could leave it at a bank.
Yeah.
They got like a bank or a vault in Senghor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you could leave our funds at a bank in Senghor. We don't need to like, you're kind of ugly, so we're trying to save you a favor.
She puts on the most hurt face. Like, oh.
Oh,
And one of the members of our crew has a thing about spiders.
yeah, there's no need for us to. You do that, and we'll drop off the boat in a place where yeah. So, don't fly out here again, okay?
Is there anything else that you wish to convey to my mistress?
No, we'll take good care of our boats.
Happy marriage! Whatever, 8th fucking time's a charm, I guess. Maybe this Alves fucker will live longer. Dust and donuts. Get the fuck out of here.
If you weren't a ghoul, I'd like you more.
He sticks a claw up one nostril and out the other, where his nose is missing.
Rose bows. There's a smirk on his face when he's bowing.
Do you wish to escort me back to land? She's like flying past Ganzorig on the way.
Oh no, I'll keep an eye on you.
As you wish. She's basically wrapping up her wedding dress on a stick and beginning to fly back to land.
Oh, what are all you lollygaggers doing? Continue work.
They're just taking stuff off the boat and putting it on ours.
Careful with that plant.
Okay. All right. The negotiations went without violence. Everybody can aid in Grimsby's bluff check, because he's the one who talked about timing. Basically, Sunwoo needs to aid.
Yep. That's not good.
In fact, Sunwoo's allowed to take the lead if he wants.
No, yeah, +0.
Okay, +6 is better than +0.
Yeah, no kidding.
I am not a ghoul. Give me your brain.
Sunwoo aids. +2.
Can Siren aid?
Yeah, she was there. She's.
Ah, for fuck's sakes. I failed to aid, but I didn't hinder.
11. They might
nervous.
think that we're up to no good.
Rose gives a +3. His bowing and
The bowing and cool. So we're at like.
I always get nervous when my first roll of the night is a 1.
+5 from
It's a 16.
my dudes.
Yeah. So, do you think she bought it? She must have bought it. Rose doesn't think she bought it. We obviously are up to no good. Like it's
Well, there's going to be like you're going to get your boat, but
Oh, you're gonna get your boat, yeah, whatever that means. You're at the chop shop. Who's gonna give you your car back? Yeah, sure they are.
yeah, we said Senghor. Where we're actually bringing the boat is the squibs.
Yeah.
Before we give it to Harrigan, we'll do all the. Hey, here's your new
VIN number and everything. Hey, okay,
We're all scrubbed up for you.
all right. Okay. Going back to Molgromere.
Does the party need more enemies? What Fox asked. I don't know how pirates don't have all the enemies.
The answer is yes, Fox. It's when it rains like encounters from the sky. It could be anybody. I mean, fucking pirates.
Well, we made some friends. Like we're friends.
You made friends.
A faction in Tupungan. What is the name of it? Blood Cove.
Blood Cove.
And then we are on
good. You're on decent terms with
Senghor. So it's
right? You're even on decent terms with the Reavers, right? The
Reavers, and then the Squibs. We are like playing pirate now. We haven't checked in with Harrigan in a while, but when we come back with Here's your boat.
Here's your ship.
Here's your luxury.
Yeah, the boat with enchantments, Mark, is worth about 150 grand.
Holy shit. Yeah.
Exactly. So we might take as much that we can actually like take off of it, but
Yeah.
this might be and don't bug us for a while, Eric.
Give us a decade to just build ourselves up, please.
Here is your Lamborghini. All right. Going back to the rest of the party and the Portton map. Okay.
And what's going on here is that Gotano is fatigued and is being carried by Banta. Banta is like black and white, like he doesn't have any color anymore, and he's like coughing up ink. But because Gotano doesn't see color, he didn't see it as a problem.
You're fine.
Molgromere and Black Dog and Gotano all failed their con checks that morning, but we used spells to recover 2 of them, so they're not fatigued for the day, like sleeping in the rain.
I sufficiently bitched for Gotano about how he was going to die if we didn't get any rest, and how you're mean to him.
He didn't have enough spells.
Let restorations to go around.
And then we're currently tracking down where the paint monsters came from. Also, Banta, when he drinks alcohol and spits it out, the value of the ink is equal to the value of the alcohol.
Oh.
He can create magic ink that alchemists and wizards can use.
Sorry, dude, you're never getting cured.
Right. It's like you're on spit duty. But I want to drink it.
No. You're a magical.
No. You're a magic ink. It's like, yeah, we go and capture fucking alcohol and then turn it into ink. I think we might stop building scrolls. And yeah, anyways. It requires more study to make sure it's not like also cursed, but
yeah.
Okay.
Sebastian has just been chatting Molgromere's ear off about the value of the ink and the...
Making certain... All right. Now, just to remind, you are following the tracks of Paku through the jungle. There appears to be like little Paku ink blotches on trees intermittently. Each little patch of ink on a tree seems to be like visible to the next patch of ink on another tree. And the path is leading you towards Portton.
Yeah, so we're stealthing back to Portton. How close is the... Like, do we get to all the way to like the edge of the jungle and the path's still going into Portton?
When you get to the edge of the jungle, you can actually see this like little inky outline of this creature, like pointing down a road with like a finger going that way.
Oh, he graffitied himself.
It's literally pointing you to cut down an alley is what it's currently saying.
What? We've got some people in this group that are not stealthy.
Yeah. Dex 8 is not going to be your stealth man.
Sebastian is surprisingly stealthy.
Molgromere is not negative. That's all I know because I didn't get them right.
Jin and Molgromere at +3s. Banta is decently stealthy at +17. Black Dog has got a +13. Sebastian's got... Let's see. Sebastian's got a +24 when he's piloting the small object. He would lose 4 on his... So he's got a +20 with the legs.
Okay.
Or Diva even. Diva loses... if she took 10, she gets a -8. So 30, she would be +22. So the little legs can actually sneak when they're being piloted by...
They go up on tiptoe.
Yeah. Little fucking Bugs Bunny animation or something. And then Gotano is sneaky as fuck. So we've got 2 people that are not sneaky. Let's see if we can solve this with spell.
Jinshe, this is how you be sneaky. You go. "Sss." People will think you're a snake.
All right, Sebastian will cast invisibility on Molgromere and Jinshe.
Okay, that solves a lot of problems there.
Okay.
And he's put up his, basically his version of Sonic Mage Armor for the day. I think we're going into Dangerous Place, so he's actually going to max at the power point, so it's a +7 instead of +4. Oh, how does that work? Yeah, it's +7. 7 points. His inertial barrier is what it is. Alrighty. And we might as well put up a Cognatogen and a Mage Armor. All that. Well, he's got the Mage Armor.
And this is a new day?
It's a new day, and we were able to...
Okay.
This is a new day. Molgromere was fatigued, so he doesn't get his bard spells back.
Okay.
They're bard, right? They're not divine. The divine casting Gotano's divine casting class comes back, but his arcane didn't. Molgromere, I think, is just arcane.
Yeah, Molgromere.
Oh, that's interesting. Black Dogs. That means Black Dog's Blood Rager spells didn't come back.
Correct. The DC was 5, by the way. I know it sounds like a big mini game, but everybody rolled 1. So,
Jeez,
Yeah.
bad day.
you slept in the rain, and it's like, what did you do? You just lay down and sleep in the storm. Woke up tired. I almost got fatigued by my blanket being too thin. My duvet wasn't tied properly to the inside.
Okay.
Okay. Mark, since you're back, could you roll a percentile for whether or not you're, as you're scooting through this town, invisible and stealthing, if there's any random encounters as people are basically opening up their shops, cleaning away like tree branches and this sort of thing from the storm.
Because half of them are demons and can see the invisible? Sure. It's awful town.
Yeah, I know. It's like... It sounded
50.
so nice in theory.
Yeah.
Okay, 50. Okay. You are on your 4th little like marker of a man of this little imp, little imp creature pointing, and there is a. It seems to be pointing towards a shop. The shop is called Dagopert's Magical Things. I'm going to just make it note here. Okay. It is a small shop down a back alley. There is a halfling who seems to be like pulling at some boards, and he has a larger man with him that seems to be helping him as they're unboarding some windows and things.
After the storm.
Yep.
And
There's like the last little paint seems to be like on the second level by one of the windows with 2 fingers pointing in the window, like this little like ha little ink splotch.
Hey, business over there.
Just for the visual.
Captain, would you like me to go in and have a look?
This little creature is going. Is what the little painting is on the wall.
No harm seeing what the prices are. Deal's the deal.
So it's pointing to an upstairs window.
It's pointing to an upstairs window in this building.
Can Sebastian see into the window enough to dimension door, or to like use his little dimensional hop into it?
Perception check DC 25.
Okay.
It's still boarded up for the storm, but it's meant to be like a storm boarded up, not I can see through it boarded up.
20. Okay, from this vantage point, no.
Sorry, what map are we on right now?
Portton.
Oh, sorry, we're on Portton.
Portton. Oh, thank you.
They had to come in. We are currently.
It appears we need to get into the upper floor of that shop.
I can throw you, no problem.
You will not. Might I suggest throwing
I'm so tired. Sorry. You're here, Mark. You're good. Okay. They seem to be like done the things that were blocking the door. The door is now open. They're now moving off to some windows. You see there's a sign being put out. Dagobert's magical things. There's this little there's a 2-for-1 sale going on magical flutes.
Okay.
Surprise you, friend.
What magical flutes? Okay.
Captain, might I suggest that you determine vector of approach here? Lest Black Dog take me.
Why don't you go up and talk to them?
I'm good at that.
The tripod holding the goldfish bowl with the goldfish in it.
Greetings.
Good morning. You would be interested in magical flute, would you? They're great party gifts. Oh, so surprising. Never know what's going to come out the other end.
That is not what my master sent me here to get.
What is your master looking for? Here at Dagobert's Magical Things, we have all sorts of things which are magical, and some which are not.
Oh.
We have an infinite ink dispenser, is what we have.
Oh.
You wouldn't mind if I perused your wares first, hmm?
Of course not. Don't mind a bit of the mess. The storm was quite something last night, wasn't it?
Oh, I wouldn't know. My master lives in a portable, magnificent mansion.
Ooh. How was your bluff?
Plus 16.
Plus 16? Lovely.
Mm-hmm. It is.
It would be good to, if your master, well, obviously your master is interested in the most wonderful magical things. That is why you are here. Please, this way, Mr.
Oh.
Sir Fish. He's trying to be polite.
The murderous Marlin.
Oh my. Murderous Marlin, this way. There's a deep bow as you're being ushered into the stuff and things.
Sebastian, I think, just used the name of the thing that there's a
it's what they blamed the attack on. Yep.
Okay.
Oh no, the murderous Marlin. Okay. This guard seems quite competent. He does have like a little wand on his belt. The Dagobert does have like some magical gear on him that you can tell.
Any signs of the painting magic inside the shop?
Give me. Are you going to cast detect magic?
Yeah, he's perusing the wares. So
Okay. Yeah, this shop is full of a bunch of like. Somebody out there is churning out like magic crap. There's a whole bunch of like.
What was the name of that store in the 80s and 90s, Mark? The It Store, the
It store, yeah.
The It Store, which is just a bunch of like little whirligigs and.
In my head, it's the San Francisco, right? It's the San Francisco at the mall,
yes.
right? It's there's a whole but they cast a light spell on a statue, and this one will create an artificial state. It'll make prestidigitation to make a fart smell, and everything's like
It's the store.
whiz gag and doodads and party tricks.
Doodads, whiz bangs, and
So all sorts of potential gifts that are like 150 gold pieces up to like 200 gold pieces, kind of
So,
little magical gifts and things. A wide source, but it'd be a lot of stuff that like teenagers would be interested in.
so
Children would be
Daggerboth,
interested in.
do you actually have any real magic in here?
Well, everything is really magical.
This is all crap. I'm sure this impresses wizards and dullards, but children and dullards. But we were looking for something perhaps a bit more powerful. Wands, magical tools, things that are permanent, not single use.
He was pulling out this like comically sized firework from behind the desk, like it's a cartoonishly.
Singularly useless items. I'm sure that festivals and my master must be.
Mark, could you give me a percentile roll?
Certainly.
Information must be true. This is not a serious place.
25.
Therefore, I would not expect serious commerce to be done here. Pity.
We are most definitely serious people looking at serious things.
Why would you need a god when you're selling whatever that is?
They are most definitely wanted, sir. The ladies love this, sir. And if you have the mammals.
Oh yes, I'm a student of lesser creatures.
Okay. He pulls out a pair of really gaudy looking like slippers, but they're like stuffed squirrel, like they look like squirrel slippers. They're halfling sized. It looks like you've got your foot like up the butt of a squirrel. They're the most magical thing you've seen in here.
okay, not knowing that they are suspecting they are not the height of fashion.
These are slippers of squirrel stepping.
We will still
What's that? No.
spellcraft with a detect magic to see what it is.
Okay.
We've got a
All right. They are slippers of feather step. Basically, for 10 minutes per day, you can ignore difficult terrain.
Squirrel stepping.
They're squirrel stepping slippers. They're worth a couple of grand.
I mean, that's a start. But an archmage is hardly going to come down here for a pair of squirrel slippers.
How much coin is he looking to spend?
He's an archmage. Anything more special?
Give me another percentile roll.
He
He's-
had
Mark,
heard
give me another
rumors
percentile.
that there was
Another one?
special magic in this town. Perhaps one of your competitors is actually who we should be
91?
speaking with.
91, most definitely not my competitors. They are horrid. They're all horrid. I am the best. My goods are the greatest. He's pulled out another thing that makes a fart sound. Like it's another like magical device that makes a fart sound when you use it. Okay. At this point,
okay,
he is pulling out
Sebastian being annoyed will cast
he's
a ghost sound of like a cacophony of farts.
okay.
Like how many lions worth of farts?
all the farts. Okay, he's pulled out a rust-colored bag.
4 humans per caster level, so there were 32 humans that were all trying to
Farting in unison.
Sorry, a tan bag he is now pulled out.
What is this?